Hi everybody. I just wanted to do a really quick video follow up from yesterday when I had driven to the senior center and was going into the art class. So a couple things. First of all, I won't be driving and recording any longer. It was pointed out and I am well aware that it's not really safe and I don't want to set that example for anybody to be distracted while they're driving. So that won't be happening. And I'm also wondering if you could leave a comment under this video to tell me if the audio was any better than when I was out recording in the wind, the first two videos. That would be helpful. And let me know what you think of the quality of this audio is, because I know that can be challenging. Nobody wants to stay and watch a video that they can't hear clearly. So anyway, that's one thing. The other thing that I wanted to mention was that when I did go into the class, I wasn't sure what to expect. There was a $5 fee, and you could use all their paints and brushes and anything that they had available, canvases and paper and marking tools, all kinds of things. And I learned a term that I hadn't heard before, and it's called non-objective abstract art. And it's basically just a creation that does not necessarily come from an object in real life. So a lot of times it's geometrics, things like that. So what I've discovered is that maybe that's what I've been doing here. Here's a little kind of painting that I had fun with. It's still a little area like right here with the dark, and there's some more up top here that I'm not really happy with, so I can go back in and that's the fun thing about paint. You can just paint over it. And the teacher yesterday, her name was Andrea. She was just lovely and chill and so knowledgeable and non-judgmental. It really had a nice vibe. Not sure if I mentioned there were about 8 people in the class, and it's like a drop-in. You don't have to register. You don't have to show up every week. You come whenever you want. And so there were half men, half women. I think the oldest person there was probably in her 80s, and then there were maybe another younger woman in her early 60s, and varying degrees of experience with art. There were people who've been artists their whole lives. There's people who, like myself and the other younger woman. I just made sure you knew I was one of the younger ones. Anyway, so she had no experience. This was a brand new thing for her too. So the other thing is, it's kind of funny. I showed Andrea, the teacher, a picture of one of these paintings that I had done with acrylics, and actually I think I did most of this with like finger painting. And she asked me if I would bring something in next week to share and show them. So we'll see if that happens. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Although, you know, I'll put this out on video. Yeah, so I'm not really sure how interesting it is to tell you about my art class, but in the future I was planning to do some video on, I guess we'll call it like a mini travel vlog at some of my favorite places locally. So I'm just gonna have to be careful about the wind. A dear friend of mine mentioned that the audio can get challenging when I'm out in the wind, so we'll have to pick a calm day, and I'll look forward to that. I'm gonna take you with me, and then I'm gonna bring some of my art supplies with me, a little sketchbook and some of my pastels maybe, and my water brushes that I just got and delivered to me yesterday, and do some messing around, do some creativity while I'm sitting after I take my walk in my special places that I like to go visit locally out in nature. So not sure if you understood and followed all that rambling, but I do appreciate you checking in with me and following along. So come along on my creativity journey. I don't know where it's going to take me. I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to entail. Just trying to stay open and willing to see what unfolds. yeah, thanks for checking in. Enjoy.